Hey guys, so I feel that I need to explain this before I go to sleep, just so you have an understanding of what's happening around this time. So today there was a tornado, right? And people have a lot of questions and they're wondering why. And let me just explain to you in a way that I feel would make more sense, and it can hurt some people, but this is the natural way of this time. Yeah, forgive me. Anyways, we are officially in the season of Set, slowly approaching the dead of winter, where our days will be shorter and our nights will be longer. In isiZulu, the month of July is called Tuligasi, and it gets its name from what happens in nature around this time. It tends to dry up crops and has strong winds and is very destructive. When you break the word Tuligasi, it forms two parts. Tuli refers to the dust and Kazi means more. Therefore, Tuligazi means there is more wind, more destruction, which leads to ashes. In tarot, when I think of this time, I think of it as represented by the Hermit. So this is the time to look inward and to reflect on the cycle of this year. In the Zulu culture, Tuligazi is the 10th month of the year. Unlike in the Gregorian calendar, where we are told that this is the 7th month of the year. Around this time, if you're a person that usually manifests, I would say slow down, because the energy of this time tends to be very chaotic and you might not receive what you have hoped for. So now, knowing that, some people may ask that, but we are not in July, we are not in Tuligas. You need to understand that in nature, the season starts somewhere around the 22nd or the 23rd. So officially, this is the season of Umpilis. Hence the strong winds, the chaos, and the everything that is happening right now. I will try and link a video so that you understand, so that you see what I'm talking about. I know it's everywhere on social media, but the moment you understand the Zulu meaning behind the season, then it makes sense why this is happening. And that's why I'm saying that it's not going to sit well with some people, but when you understand, inhliziyo yakho iba nokuxola, because there's no way of actually stopping the chaos. There's no way. Nature just takes its course and things happen. This is a season where you are forced to let go. Whether you want to, no matter how hard you have worked for something, you are forced to let go. But things will get better. It will get better towards the end of July. So what has happened today could possibly happen again. Maybe not in the same manner, but it's not over yet, right? And you need to be very careful of the company you keep around this time, because when it gets colder, we tend to seek warmth in different places, and sometimes that's not good for us. So don't be fooled by illusions just because you need company, which is why you need to be a hermit. Keep to yourself. I'm not saying don't see your friends, but try and limit contact as much as possible and look inward. The more that you study nature, the more it will make sense why you need to keep to yourself. If I'm not mistaken, every year something happens around this time. Every single year. The last year, kids unfortunately lost their lives in a tavern, right? So people get into a war spirit. However, this time it's nature. And sometimes when nature takes its course, it's much better than when a person does it. So because of the energy which is chaotic around this time, you are bound to see more crimes. You are bound to see more people get into fights. Again, this is why I say keep to yourself. Be mindful of the company that you keep. This season is going to be challenging because the whole point of it is to let go and start afresh. Whether you want to or you don't, no matter how hard you have worked for something, you are bound to lose it. And unfortunately, there's nothing more that you can do except to pray. Pray, be thankful when you are safe, be mindful of the company that you keep. And when things get destroyed, you are going to receive more, right? Ngomandul. That's in September when the year begins. So the color of the season is red, which can be both negative and positive. Negative in a sense that blood could be shed. It's negative because the amount of crimes that are going to happen are heightened. But keep the faith and you'll be okay. Keep the faith. This is how the season of Tuligazi tends to be. It's extremely distractive. And the whole point is to destroy everything before something new can grow. So just pray. And sorry to all the people that are experiencing a hard time. This too shall pass. Honestly, there are no right words. But when you do understand the month of Tuligas and look at the fact that it has already started, even though we are technically still in June according to the Gregorian calendar. But if you were to look at our own calendar as Black people, the energy has already started and it won't stop up until probably the 23rd, where everything is going to slowly be built. So stay safe. If you are into African medicine, this is the perfect time to stock up on Iboza and stock up on Mhlonyane. You'll probably know Mhlonyane by now because damn, cishe nawuqeda nya ngesikhathi se-COVID. But these herbs are very beneficial in terms of fighting flus, colds. They are very beneficial. and they are safe to consume. However, moderation is key. So if you're not really sure of how to use it, seek help, because too much of a good thing can also be bad. But if you are familiar with African medicine, then go ahead. You can use it. It's going to help you a lot in terms of colds, flus, and also just the ability to prevent your health from getting bad. So I think this is where I ended. This is where I ended today. And just be safe. Be safe, so when things happen, you will understand why it's happening. And the video that's going to play here is just to show you the chaos of the season. And you are going to see dust rising, houses being blown away. That is all in alignment with nature. It's all in alignment with the season of Ntulikazi. I just hope that this video gives you a bit of clarity. Bye.
It's moving. Oh my God, no! Oh my God, move!
Abafethu yabona-ke ngimile mina imjondolo iyaphephuka la Jesu. Oh mame ngizokwenza njani-ke uma kwenzeka kanje? Hey bafethu, hey usathaneke lo? We Jesu. Hey bo, isiphepho-ke lesi. Hey bo.
Iyabuya asambeni, iyabuya. Cala nisiza bandla.